Welcome to Teddy Ganja Broadcast. Get informed, yeah. Don't get rotten fool. Just be cool, yeah. Get informed.
Hello. Welcome back. It is the last show of this week for us Ganja Goons. If you're watching us for the first time, I am joined today by Blockchain Buzz, aka Keith, who I've done AMAs with him in my previous venture. So what's going on, Keith? How are things?
Things are good. I'm trying to survive a bear market as best as possible, but I am surviving, so we are good.
You think it's a bear market also. So I do currently feel we're in a bull trap. I had Wadi Rodriguez, the crypto hunter. I don't know if you watch him on my channel yesterday, and he was basically indicating the same thing. He's like, hey, this is a bull trap. Something's happening, and things can fall further than where we currently are. How do we survive this market? You know, that is a tough one. A lot of people saying futures.
Yeah, so for me, I'm the soup. My total investing strategy has changed. I've gotten rid of all the meme coins. I'm literally just building everything right now for next year, and hopefully that bull market comes. Looking for a 10x, 15x, but literally, I'm a boring investor these days, and that's all I'm doing is just building.
Hey, boring is the best. Boring is the best because literally one of the main things is as we're in the bear market, this is the time to DCA those blue chips or altcoins that could make it in the next. And some alts are just anything but Bitcoin and Ethereum, you know. And some people won't agree. They want XRP and BNB should not be considered an alt. But hey, man, I'm looking at dominance and they just ain't there. So
they're all altcoins. They're all of them are alt.
They're all altcoins. If it's not BTC or Ethereum, I'm sorry. So I know I invited you to come on the stream with me. I gave you nothing. This is blind. You're blindly aping into this live stream. You have no clue what to expect. It's quite segmented what we do. But before we even begin, I do want to ask the goons to go over to Blockchain Buzz's channel. Go hit that subscribe. It helps drive audience as well as give you guys education on other crypto enthusiasts like yourself that are hard to find, right? So please hit that subscribe on Blockchain Buzzes as well as the Crypto Future channel. It does help both of us out. So what we do in this live stream is we basically look at the market as a whole. We then look at the news. We look at charts. You know, I kind of do a little bit of TA. Do you do any TA?
I look for your TA. So I Google your videos and I go based on your TA.
And now I do and now I'm doing YouTube Shorts. So hopefully you're learning more than me. So I will start off with let me go here. Make you presentable. Is what I look at is global crypto market cap, and this has creeped right back up from that, you know, crazy 1.01 trillion market cap we were at just a few days ago. That initial, you know, fear set in real quick and it dumped. Now we've had that reversal and people go, hey, bull run back again. But, you know, me and you both know, hey, don't fall for this bull trap. So I'm looking at 1.5 trillion. I do expect some consolidation before it goes back down, and we'll see what happens there. Fear index right now, 36.
What I'm noticing, honestly, is a lot of people are. So we took a big hit. What was it, like a week ago, or maybe 3-4 days ago? A lot of people bought in, and now on this maybe 6%, 8% uptick, now they're selling. Right, they're becoming those short-term investors and getting a little bit of profit. I mean, that's what a lot of people are doing these days.
Yeah, that's the way to go sometimes. And, you know, I have my friend Coochie Boy, Futures God, along with our boy John Crispala. And what Coochie Boy does is on these bear markets, he'll just go shorts. And what a short does, I don't know if you've done futures trading. Sounds like you have.
A little bit.
You just basically go in, you stake all your marbles, and they give you more marbles, and they're like, all right, you're doing leverage trading. So if you put in one marble, they give you 100 marbles. And then they go, hey, if your investment falls below this price, I get your one marble, you know?
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty good. But if your investment goes above this price, I'll give you some profit from doing that leverage trading. And that's what these futures guys do. Not only do they make profit going up, but they also bid against the market and make profit going down.
Yep.
So it gets real crazy, especially when we're in that bear market. Real
Absolutely.
quick,
And
I'm
that's what a
seeing,
lot of people are doing these days. They're doing futures, they're doing all that.
hey,
So that's
that's
why
the
you're
way to
seeing a
go.
lot of movement. Yeah.
If you're in a bear market, what else you gonna do? You know, you diamond hand. What was the last coin you diamond handed? You look what happened. You know,
Last one, honestly, was Saitama. We won't go there though.
I still hold
Too
my
soon.
Saitama.
Too
I have
soon.
faith.
Too soon.
I met Aaron in Dubai. He seemed like a nice dude. I'm hoping that he pulls through and we got something there. I believe we will. But real quick, I see already there are people in the chat on India Raspati from Indonesia. What's going on? SK, this is the guy that made my triple G indicator. It's very cool for trading view, gives you predictive analysis. He basically took all the indicators, both John, myself, SK uses, made one, and he's like, this is the best indicator. Use this, Teddy. And it does fairly well when it comes to trend analysis. So we'll look at that as well. Coochie Boy, as I said, Futures God, Dynastic Wolf, nice to see you. Red Sox, even before we started the stream, the first thing Keith said to me is, hey, Red Sox still watches you. I love it. You know, and I'm like, yes, I still got Red Sox. He loves me.
I'm here for Red Sox.
Yes.
Teddy invited me. I was like, is Red Sox going to be there? Yeah.
Wait, is Red Sox is there? All right. Me and Red Sox, we're going to get a Toyota Corolla 1987. We've been picturing it. We've been found a few. We still can't afford it. As you know, my Degen wallet started with 5 ETH. We're at 0.5 ETH today.
Oh, no.
So we have suffered miserably. We're going to make it all back. I keep telling the goons we're going to make it all back. I just arrived, did a 9X on He Is a Good Boy. Check it out. Okay, we will during the What's New. I'm his sub from the day he was doing video on Shibnobi.
Nice.
That's our boy SK. There you go. He knows you since the beginning.
Let's go.
You trade the short and take the profits and buy the crypto. Nice strategy. Yeah, that's basically what he's doing. Teddy is a gluten for punishment, still holding Saitama. Big AR, stop it. It's going to come back, bro, that one day, you know, and then I 10X and I'm like, bro, $740.
I shouldn't have said the S word on this channel. That's why I took a break from all the videos, was because I started talking about Saitama and getting threatened. And I was like, I got to take a break. I'm out.
It's forever. It's forever. So the other fun thing I look at is heat map. Heat map, just looking at dominance. Bitcoin dominance is growing. Normally, when we looked at Bitcoin dominance in the past month, it was around 47, 48. Now we're looking at 49. The entry has changed. ETH dominance relatively the same. So what that tells me is that altcoins are failing and people are coming back to BTC currently. But as I said, this could be a bull trap. I could see this, you know, completely do a reversal here and go right to 24K. But we'll talk about that. The other thing I look at here, Keith, is this best cryptos, which is trending cryptos of the day. What's made the biggest gains and what's had the biggest losses. Usually what I look at for trending is to ensure that the trending ones are the stables or the blue chips. So Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, Ethereum, Arbitrum is something we've been watching, you know, ever since all those whales dumped $8 million. We've been viciously looking at Arbitrum. I think we looked at it around 76 cents. It's at 80 or 78 cents. It's at 80 cents now. So it's doing fairly well.
Yeah, that's Shiba Inu, man. Woo. That has the chance maybe in the next bull run to take off like crazy, I think. Just with the hype and community that has behind it.
I have completely lost faith in any layer 2 blockchain. How many more do we need?
That is
what
true.
What Shibarium got that some of the and with Shibarium centralization. You had to fill out a form. They have to approve it in order for you to be on their blockchain. What the heck? Shiba Inu, a meme project, is coming in with centralization. Get out of here. Same thing with Pepe. Completely lost my faith. I was out of Pepe at 8. It's at 6,829 right now. It's just like as soon as I seen those devs, even hijacked a what is it called, multi-sig wallet. What the hell?
Yeah, there's so much of that goes on, right? In these companies, or if you call them companies, and that's why it's so sketchy sometimes diving into something and really having faith, right? Because you never know. I mean, FTX, Celsius, look at every project out there, a lot of them, right? Like you don't know.
Yeah. No, you don't know in any way, shape, or form. And that's literally what it comes down to. And that's why when I look at the trending, I'm ensuring, hey, these are blue chips and not, sometimes they're full of altcoins. Like I've seen Saudi Pepe on here, and I was like, oh, Saudi Pepe, let me go check out what that is, Oh, man,
I might degen into
90,000
that. Yeah, I'm going to degen into that.
Yeah. Oh, next day, wake up. Oh, what happened? What happened to my 90,000 X? Same thing happened to me with Mong and Bros. Oh, man, there's so many tokens I've degened into and just been completely wrecked.
Yeah, that's why I stick to my list. I stick to my list and just try and fill up my list as much as possible, and that's it.
I definitely want to hear about your list immediately after the news.
Cool.
I want to hear all about your list because the goons, I talk about my charts all the time. They're tired of listening to me. They're like, Teddy, give us something else. Give us someone else's view. So I do want to get your input definitely when it comes to charts on what exactly you're looking at and what's going on. But real quick, to finish off the market, BTC, the other thing, as I said, futures. What I look at is futures at the same time every day, making sure what the sentiment is currently. I trade at that same time frame. I trade at that same time during the days. And what I'm seeing now is the shorts have picked up on BTC. This was noticed yesterday as well. And ETH side, it relatively remains the same, hasn't really picked up as much. Normally it's around 30 and 68. It's now 37 and 62, so a little bit more shorts coming in. But at the BTC side, you see a complete difference. Normally this is 70 and 30, and now we're seeing 44 and 55. So it's like, hey, is that market shifting to where people are going bearish? And I think we are seeing that more with the BTC army more than the Ethereum guys. I think the ETH guys are still bullish here. They're gonna wake up. They do.
They do.
All right. So that's what I had for market. So as you know, or I've told you right before. Oh, we're joined. If you may hear my daughter in the back, she is teething like anything. Oh yeah, the last time I saw you, I didn't have a child. I now have a child. Let me introduce you to Kyra.
Wow, cutie.
Yep, this is Kyra. She's almost 1.
Wow.
She's doing
almost 1. That's been a long time. We haven't talked,
dude. It's been a long time. Things have happened,
Yeah, I have 2 kids, man. I have a 20-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son.
What do you mean? You look like you're freaking 20 yourself. So
No,
what do you mean you have a 20-year-old daughter?
This last 3 years in crypto aged me 35 years, I think.
These last 3 years in crypto aged 35 years. Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's literally hilarious. So Kyra's teething right now. She's standing.
Oh, that's super fun.
But she's not walking. She just randomly stands if she decides to stand. But yeah,
kind of what I do right now. So
yeah, I'm like, all right, time to get
up. Or I'm not gonna move, but I'm
gonna sit back down. Seems good.
I'm breaking a sweat.
So I know you are an XRP fan. You were talking to me about XRP lawsuit aftermath. Basically 80% of the new hires coming into Ripple are going to be outside of the United States. I wanted to hear your take on this,
I think it's a smart move. I mean, honestly, and I think Brad Garlinghouse said the other day that it's smart if any crypto business does business, they actually start it outside the US. The US just, in my opinion, which means nothing, it's not crypto friendly. There's too many loopholes. You're going to get sued. There's too much fear of doing any crypto in the US. So why not go to crypto friendly countries where they welcome you instead of try and shut you down, right? So it's a smart business move in my eyes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I completely agree with this because there is no regulation in the United States that is written that is going to tell you that, hey, these are the things you need to follow in order to have a crypto here or trade a crypto here. No, you know what happens? A guy named Gary Gensler gets on his chair, decides to stand up one day, which Keith, we both know we know how to stand. And he goes, XRP, yeah, that one. No, that's a security. So
I'm not going to dig into FTX. I'm not going to dig into Celsius, but Ripple, I'm going after.
Yeah, this guy is just crazy. And yesterday I had Wadi, the crypto hunter, and one of the things we noticed was he's now going after NFTs that don't even have staking. So he went after Stoner Cats too. And it's like, why did you go after them? There were NFTs that sold out in 34 minutes, $800 each. And Gary Gensler is just like, nope, not allowed, because they said they can sell in secondary markets that $20 million in volume with 2.5% royalty fees. They're getting fined. Stoner Cats too goes, we'll pay the fine. So
really? Okay, that works. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, that's insane. They're ruining it for a lot of these companies because not a lot of these companies have the millions of dollars to actually fight back. What about a company that it is a great company, but they're not quite off the ground? If the SEC starts going after them, they don't have the money for lawyers, so they just shut their shop down. So
exactly.
Yeah, it's insane. But I'm a huge XRP fan, and I think this is going to be one of the biggest runners. I know this is just news right now, but in my opinion, one of the biggest increases in the next bull run, just because of the clarity that we're getting on it right now. So it means it's safer. As in crypto, nothing is safe, but it's the safer choice, in my opinion.
Yeah, I 100% can see that. I 100% can see that. All right, so my next article is regarding Binance's trading volume when it comes to fiat, and they're saying that most of it is from Turkish lira. Have you ever heard of this?
Never.
Dude, me neither. And this article just came out just a few hours ago. And I'm just like going through it and I'm like, dude, what the heck? Turkish lira, popular fiat in Binance. And it's like taken off in volume like anything. Like this is euro, this is other, which I'm assuming is also like US dollar. And BRL, I can't remember what BRL is, but it's not doing well either. But like euro compared to Turkish lira, you're like, what the heck? Like, what? $21 billion is being traded in Turkish lira. Like, that is what is happening.
That's not a little amount.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I was trying to understand, because this is literally the trading volume that we used to see when at points were 21 billion. So they're saying it tapered off. But it's still, this used to be billions of dollars that happened. And it's like, what the heck was happening? But downfall of BUSD, they're making them go to some other one. We'll see what happens, I guess. There's a lot of things when it comes to Binance that even our boy Gary Gensler is saying, no.
There's a lot of stuff that's going to hurt it, I think, that's coming out, right? Like it seems like Binance, there's always something new, negative coming out with Binance. And obviously with the US, right?
We'll go right into it. The Binance US risk and legal execs freaking left. They're like, hey, we're out. So they were getting scrutinized on their legalities and compliance, and they're just like, you guys don't understand. From their standpoint, they've done everything every other exchange has done, just like Coinbase has said, just like FTX has said. This guy, Gary Gensler, is not making it easy to operate a crypto exchange in the United States, and it is evident. I think Coinbase needs to leave the United States. I think that should be considered, but unfortunately, our boy Brian Armstrong is not is not considering that. So we're just like, all right, well, at some point this guy's gonna go, okay, I ran out of pointing fingers and can't get money as the SEC. Okay, Coinbase, you next. You
Yep.
know, and it's gonna be the same thing over and over again.
Teddy, was FTX registered in the US or were they not?
No,
registered in the
FTX
US?
was Bahamas.
Yeah, okay. So they had that. Okay.
Yeah,
Which was
and I
smart,
think
right?
the
I mean,
Bahamas is considered outside the US, right? The Bahamas is a different passport.
yeah, it's not. I don't think it's the US territory, right? It's not considered.
Wait, I'm about to Google that right now, man. Bahamas considered.
But Brian
Yeah.
Armstrong for Coinbase, I mean,
No,
with
the
their
Bahamas
going-
is not part of the United States, but a self-administered independent country, which was part of the United Nations.
I mean, that's the way to
Caribbean
go then,
community.
because if Gary Gensler did any investigation, I think with FTX, I'm assuming he would have shut them down, right? So maybe
Yeah.
it's smart just to do everything outside the US.
Yeah, but this is the thing. We say, hey, it's smart doing it outside the US, but if the US want to extradite you, the Bahamian authority gonna be like, hey, come on in. Come on out. The US wants you. You know,
That's true.
how independent can you be when the force of the US Army is basically like, you say no, you screwed, you know? So there's
That
no
is true.
winning there. But yeah, you can try, but yeah, I personally believe they got to look elsewhere, and it just makes sense in my eyes.
Yeah, they're going to lose so much money and just the legal part of it. You know what I mean? And it's just not right. It's not right to hold back crypto companies that are literally trying to do the right thing. Ripple, I mean, the whole Ripple thing is not an exchange, but yeah, Coinbase is trying to follow the rules, but there's no rules really to follow, right? Like they don't know. They're like, there's no book on what to do. We're asking for the book. Give us the book.
Yeah, they've asked every single time. They're like, we did all the things we're supposed to, and you guys don't respond. What are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
I see Big A Armory here. Saitama is like a receding hairline. When the decline begins, it is never coming back. Teddy, I hate Gary Gensler. Now SEC attacks NFTs, bro. I know, right? And I have NFTs coming myself, and now I'm like, bro, is he gonna come after me if I release NFTs? Like, what if mine ain't gonna sell out? I don't have an audience like that, but if they do, I'd be like, dude, what the hell?
Buy them all.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm considering potentially waiting just a little bit till the NFT debauchery settles down. How far away in the future is true blockchain adoption on a measurable scale? 2030. Because blockchain right now is blockchain with cryptocurrency. No one is thinking about blockchain. In my eyes, I'm just going to address this question because I think it's a good one. In my eyes, you're right. When it comes to blockchain, adoption is not just the cryptocurrencies, the tokens, the digital currencies. Adoption is that blockchain tech where it's like, hey, instead of a database, I'm going to use a blockchain. I'm going to use either a public blockchain for my public data so everyone can see it and it's public, or I'm going to privatize my data and I'm going to go to a private blockchain that I have internally. And it's on a private IP that no one can access, blah, 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 blah. Because not everyone needs the transactions per second, you know, unless you're a finance company, unless you're some kind of BS, you don't need that. So I think 2030, there's a long way to go. What do you think?
Yeah, I honestly agree with that. Not everyone does need that super fast speed, right? So that's what's going to take. I think all these other companies, they're going to wait a little bit. Plus everything that's going on right now with the companies that are releasing that have the blockchains, they're going to have to wait until everything is regulated. They're not going to touch any of this stuff right now. And why build on it right now if there's so many questions with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that's the future. It is the future, 100%. But the future is just unfortunately being held back right now with all the political stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see Teddy Koreans love XRP and they bought at high. Oh, man, that sounds bad. Why did they buy it at high? That's just what happens? Wait, how can it? I mean, if they DCA right now, you'd be okay. When the guards abandon the gates, then it's time to leave the castle. I can agree with the statement. Tokenization of digital assets on the blockchain, such as real estate, is already happening. That is true. I did see there was NFT like deeds, NFT legal papers now and stuff like that. But it is not quite adopted. I think Big A Armory is like, when are we finally going to get there? I think 2030 is the first time. If 2030, do you think quantum computing will crack Bitcoin by then? This is the craziest thing. If you ask any of my friends, there was one time I was assigned an assignment to go figure out blockchain versus quantum blockchain benefits, and I went deep into the quantum wormhole. Dude, if quantum is, and this is speculation, no one go all crazy right now, but everything would tell me that unless you have a quantum safe formula, quantum computing would be able to break most formulas that exist. So it's just like, and then that's just one theory. The other theory is everything is going to be fine, but it's still like the never ending doom, the impending like guilt of like, now I know. Now if something happens and I'm holding BTC and quantum computing comes out and some hacker figures out that he can keep a quantum computer running long enough to hack Bitcoin's formula and ledger and put in a bad transaction, and then boom, now he has 500 Bitcoin. That's
so
it.
scary. So scary.
Dude, this is a true thing. But now
I wish I never
this
heard
is
that from you right now.
this is a question. I know.
I'm not gonna sleep. I'm not gonna sleep.
Dude, I've been that way for so long now. It's like, what am I even investing in at this point?
Right.
If it's plausible, because right now there is a material constraint. The amount of qubits needed to keep that quantum processor alive, it's costly. So even the hackers most likely do not have enough time to figure it out. But then there is the other side where the theory is completely false, and there is no risk to the formula, and Bitcoin can keep going. So, and the alternate, I know I went deep down the rabbit hole right
We
now.
lost him. We lost him, everyone.
The alternate is, instead of BTC, have Bitcoin Cash happen, and there was a fork. You could have a fork into a quantum safe Bitcoin. So instead of Bitcoin, it would be like, hey, quantum safe Bitcoin. So yeah, there's many theories on this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to old school and just put my money under the bed and just hope I'm okay, man.
That's probably the best thing to do right
It's
now
the
during
safe-
this
it's the
bear
safest.
market. I'm gonna go buy precious metals right now, bro.
I mean, I thought I was good with my ledger, and then that whole thing came out. Then I got
Dude, I bought a ledger stacks. They went and emailed me, and they're like, there's delays on the ledger stacks, but rest assured that when the next ledger stacks comes out, it won't be a 0.9 version, it'll be a 1.0 version. I'm like, nah, bro, it's gonna have issues. I don't trust you anymore.
Nope.
Just catching up with the chat here. You can be buying crypto and not knowing you're investing in real estate at the same time. No, if you're doing that, it's called a REIT, real estate investment trust, and they need to tell you that, hey, your money is going to real estate, because that is very illegal.
If you're doing that, it's called Seda Realty.
Stop flooding my bag. Stop flooding my bag, man. This is a real token I hold. I have that. It's that guiltiness, It's like, dude, and I sold because everyone told me to sold. But it's like, look at all those guys. There's always that guilt. It lingers. Blockchain will replace the current SSL/certificate. Oh, I completely agree with this. SSL certificates is like that HTTPS certs when they come in. It is a self-signed signature, basically, that people. Okay, doesn't matter, but I agree with what this guy is saying when it comes to making sure a server authenticates that you are an actual user and authentic and whatnot. So yeah, I like this guy. Liminal, nice to meet you, buddy. Welcome. I mean, we met before, but I appreciate your input. There are projects that give you a share of Airbnb profits by buying the tokens. Investment in the tokens buys the property. Wait, send me this. Send me this. This
Yeah,
is
so
no state of realty. What is this?
can you literally buy a property? Let's just say you buy a property for 100 grand, and then you make 100,000 tokens, right? Each
Yeah,
token's worth $1. Can you
yeah.
sell 10% of those tokens? And then when you sell the property or you get rent, you just give out 10% to whoever owns the tokens? Can you do that? It's because it's kind of like you're buying a share in the property, but you're just tokenizing it.
I don't know. I literally don't know. That's a very good question. That is a very good question. Um, Wait, so I only had like two other articles I really want to talk about, and really the Litecoin one I think we've already hit on. Hey, at least in the past we've hit on it. Litecoin is already losing momentum before the halvening, and post halvening, because it's just like what's there for Litecoin that's not there for BTC, that's not there for Ethereum. What are they doing different? It's community driven, and it's just artificial pumps at this point, you know.
Yep.
Just know when to get in and when to get out, because the only people moving it is them whales.
Yep.
So and my last one is, I love this one, Polygon Matic upgrading to POL. And now there's two types of POLs. I was thinking proof of liquidity or protocol owned liquidity. Both could be plausible here. So the way either of them works is just like the staking pools have liquidity as well. So unlike Crow, I know Red Sox loves Crow.
I love me some Crow. I love Crow.
No, get out of here. Crow is a sleeping giant of failing, bro. That's like the New Hampshire's old man of the mountain. The nose gonna fall. Do not fall for that. Why? Because there is no liquid. Crow needs to change their model. There's no liquidity in the rewards token. All
Yeah.
the liquidity Crow has is constantly being dumped from all those rewards tokens that they are given out. The real winners are the whales that are dumping on you because you guys are holding on to Crow, staking it, thinking this is going to be better. How many times has that staking reward awarded you? Are you staking Crow?
I am not. I was
Okay.
actually gonna buy a bunch of Crow later on, but I think
Nah, don't even
I'm
waste
not
your
doing that
time
now.
doing that. Don't even waste your time doing that. Keith, you
I'm
got
taking
to
that off my
double
list.
check everything now.
I know. I gotta triple check it. I'm gonna come to you and say, hey Teddy, I'm getting this. What do you think?
Dude, don't even go. I'm gonna tell you, be like, yeah, can you go put that in your 401k at work? And then we go down a deeper rabbit hole. 401k isn't gonna be there when we're old.
Yeah, but can you imagine? So you know how you invest right now in your 401k? They take what? Let's just say they take $100 a month, whatever.
Yeah.
And when is it going to happen when instead of them investing in, let's just see, like the S&P
A
500,
401k. Yeah,
they do XRP,
yeah.
Bitcoin, Ethereum. Like when is that happening? Because it's going to happen.
No, it is happening in 401k plans. They are offering crypto alts that you can put your portfolios in. So if you
That's
look
awesome.
and do the reads, like Fidelity Investments is doing it,
Yep.
and it's not really a it's a risk asset, basically. It's very
Right.
risky. So most people that did it are 90% down. So
100%. Yeah. But wait until the whole market though, and all those companies really adopt using that.
yeah,
And the next run happens and people are making a ton of, I mean, it can happen, right? So that's when I think that's when all this money is going to get put into the crypto market as a whole, is when that starts happening. And not just the like us kind of investors, you know what I mean, that put a couple grand in here, but I think when
yeah.
all that happens and they put it out of their paychecks automatically by the thousands,
That's
the
amazing.
needle.
Yeah.
That's the needle mover.
Yeah, that's when it's like, boom, this is bull market.
Yep. Yep.
I see Crow is the Lily Finance of blue chip crypto. Teddy, I sold Crow everything, bought INJ and SEI. Interesting. Yeah, so that's all I had for news. So now I do want to hear from you, Keith. What I'll do is I'll bring up the cryptocurrency on CoinMarketCap, and you can talk about some of your lists, what you're bullish on, and where you see price action going. Most importantly, the goons normally are during the charts. We just look at blue chips, so it's all up to you.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm loading up, to be honest with you. I really like what I look for nowadays. I try and stay away from community-based driven projects because everyone says they're all friendly, right? But it's me against you, really. If I make money, cool. If I lose money, you make money, I'm pissed off. So I actually look at projects now that have a backing like XRP and Ripple, HBAR. HBAR is a big one for me. I love Hedera, XDC. As you know, I'm going all ISO 20022 or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
ISO 222 is the best
222.
crypto messaging because it goes with the Fed Now payments.
Yep.
It can easily integrate. It just makes sense. You know, Swift payments is failing. They're
Yep.
going to Fed Now anyway, so might as well
I'm
adopt
big on
sooner
those. So
with the
yeah,
messaging.
XLM, obviously XDC, but I have a couple of them on there that I have Gala Games, and now
Wait, get out of here
Jesus
with Gala
Christ.
Games. I'm
know.
completely screwed. I believed you in Classy Crypto.
No, I started talking about it when it was down. I never was talking about it when it was up. No, so I mean, Gala Games, they have it's a good company. It's just one of those things where we have one of the owners that did a bunch of shady crap, man. And but the lawsuit now, it's not against the company, it's against the two owners. So it's outside of the company. So I mean,
With
that's just a
Gala
wild
Games,
card.
it is outside. It is outside the company, but regardless, it still has some impact. I feel
Yep.
because now you have two company heads that are butting heads. You don't know the direction of the company. You're basically leaving it to your subsidiaries and hoping they'll be able to get it clean. And guess what? Nah, they in it for themselves. They're gonna try and get that paycheck as long as they can. So nothing's moving anywhere for XRP for quite some time. 44 cents is what I'm thinking.
For XRP?
Currently, yeah, my next
Currently,
level of support. I'll show you that. So I know I said I'll show you my indicators here. Let me
yeah,
supercharge.
XRP for me is next year. A lot of my projects,
See right
honestly,
here?
are next year.
So I have levels of support. I have the triple G indicator. The short came in August, and now we're in September, and it's still a short. This is the very long period. Andean oscillator shows red as well for quite some time, and this is the sentiment from the HARSI. Just look, it's been in the oversold
Wow.
territory for quite some time. You know, I think it's got room to bleed. So my next level of support really comes in at 44. And if 44 breaks, because truly the triple G indicator, which is smarter than me, it's the AI, is at 42 cents, you know? So
I
then
love
you
that.
start wondering, could there be a retracement? If it is within reach, you know, you're talking about only a 15% down on a day. We've seen that.
Yep, 100%
We've seen
easy.
that.
We've seen that easy. Now, I'm the type that looks at that and says, "I hope that happens." It's probably going to piss a lot of people off, but I'm getting everything packed up for next year. So my
Right.
focus right now, I'm hoping we get into a worse market. I'm hoping it crashes just so I can get more
Yeah.
and make up for what I lost
Same.
when I didn't sell
Same.
at the last bull market.
Same.
I'm going for
All
a
right.
million. Going for a
So
million.
you are completely bullish on XRP. I am with the XRP army as well. I can see it happening, but just know when to get in.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
And
So
when
what
to
else?
get out. And when to get out. Have
And when to
if
get
I've
out.
learned anything, have your marks and stick to them. That's why I want to
Take
buy as
profits.
much as possible so I can, when it gets to $1, I'm going to sell a little, $1.50, sell a little, but stick to them. Don't get greedy. I lost so much money just getting greedy, and just sell. It's okay to sell.
It's
You're
okay
doing
to
it for your
sell. Don't
family.
fall for the hype. Don't fall for their marketing. Don't diamond hand.
Yeah, I'm a weak-handed, paper-handed little person these days.
Yeah, it's okay. I be weak with this profits, bro.
Yeah. At the end of the day, when you get profits and you make money versus now, like if you sold now and you bought high, you're losing money. You can't go to your wife and say, "Hey, I lost everything," like I did a couple of years ago. And luckily, we're still married. But
Oh man, how was that conversation?
that was tough, man. I had a $722,000 and I didn't sell because I didn't know crypto, man. I did not know crypto. Super green. I was listening to YouTubers like, this is going to go another 35,000x. Got super greedy. 720,000, didn't sell, and went down to like 25 grand. And why didn't I sell on the way down? Because everyone was saying it's going to pump back up. Just hold. And I didn't know, but I know now. It was a rough, hard knock story.
Hey,
but
you've gotten up there. You can get there again. That is the dream.
Yep.
We're all going to make it back. We're going to make it
Absolutely.
back.
First time's
Red
the
Sox
hardest.
says great information. Big A Armory taking into account the long-term capital gains holding period. When are investors going to really begin putting money to work in crypto for the correct exit period after the 12-month holding period? All right.
Yeah, because if you hold it for 12 months, it's less capital gains. Is that correct?
I think so. I think if you hold the way that the capital gains works, I think in this term, I think he's right.
Yeah. If
But
you
what is that? So when are investors going to really begin putting money? So I would say what, 2024 then? Because you would think it would happen prior to BTC happening.
That's in
and
April,
then,
right?
Yeah. So maybe 2024 we get a FACO bull run or a mini bull run.
When do you think the bull run really happens? Like 6 months after the halving?
No, I don't. It happens prior to the halving, and then when halving happens, I think we go down. We're gonna have retracement. A lot of people tell me 70K. I don't know. I don't believe it yet. Let's see. We reviewed a few articles the other day about 70K being plausible, and I'm like, dude, I don't believe this one bit.
Yeah. So do you invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum?
I do. I do invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I have 0.5 Ethereum.
But do you invest it as far as like a long term where you're going to gain money off it, or?
At this point, I am still degenning. I still got degen vibes. So I know we're not going to hit the what's new and goon time, but I do want to tell you about them. But during these segments, we do paper trading where I just go into like degen coins because I'm tired of losing ETH on like actually doing it, right? So I click on, hey, when I want to get in, I go check on the token the next day. 99% of the time they rug. So, but there have been times, one or two of them hit, and it's like 1,000x or like 10x splits. And you're just like, yes, I made 1 ETH out of like the 25 ETH I've lost.
Those are fun plays, though, right?
And then for Goon Time, usually what Goon Time is, it's the community's time. I ask them, hey, shout out what you want, Keith's and my feedback. We talked about XRP. I was hoping, you had a few more. You want to give us a feedback on, but really they're all the same, till we get true adoption. We're not going to see the price action go up.
Right. Like just a couple. I like Zilliqa, to be honest with you. I like VeChain. I'm big on
VeChain is nice. Yeah. Zilliqa. Tell me about Zilliqa.
So Zilliqa, they're actually coming out with their own gaming platform, kind of like a PS5 they're coming out with.
Okay.
But it's their own gaming platform. It's really, I don't know a crazy amount of info on it, but they're coming out. I think they're coming out in a couple months with their gaming platform. But
oh wow, they got a lot of things. Multi-sig wallets.
Just check it out. It looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, I shall, and it's at a penny right now too.
Yeah. But it got up to like, I don't know what it got up to, like maybe 15 cents before or something like that. But I don't really go off that anymore, right? What the all-time highs were. I just want a 10x. I just want a 10x on my stuff. So at least
Gucci Boy is asking, any thoughts on gaming token BLZ and KAS? Have you heard of these?
I haven't heard of those.
Let's see. BLZ.
The only one I have is Gala, and they're going through a lawsuit. So, or they're suing each other. So.
Are you pro gaming or no?
Yeah, I think that's the future. I mean, my son's a big gamer, so I can see the potential with all him and his buddies, and Absolutely. I think gaming is the future for these projects.
Wait, did you say him and his what?
Buddies.
Buddies? Okay. I thought you said
Yeah.
bullies. I'm like, wait, did
Okay.
you say
Him and his bullies hang out. Yeah. He gets on, they pick on him, It's cool.
I'm like, what the heck? What kind of place are you sending this guy to? Cody, what's going on, Cody? Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, but no, this is something where I've looked at Caspa, BLZ, Kuchibor. Other than your futures, I truly have not looked at it. But Caspa has been very positive with the goons. A lot of you guys have showed Caspa to me, and it's done fairly well since it came out as well. So fairly bullish on it at currently. Even when it has its retracement, I think it's still making strides up. All right.
You ever hear of UFO gaming or
yes.
Veracity?
Yes, I have met UFO gaming.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
That's one of my wild cards.
Ace is the guy that I met from UFO gaming. He's awesome.
What do you think of that project?
I think it's awesome. They did a metaverse. They showed me their metaverse. I was one of the few guys that got to go in there early, check it out. But unfortunately, metaverse adoption has just not taken off, and we need that to really kick in. But UFO gaming continues with their roadmap, and I know they have great things ahead.
Do you think metaverse is going? Because I thought metaverse was going to take over everything. To be honest with you, do you think it was just too early and we're going to get there, or do you think it's kind of like died out?
No, I think metaverse is neither. I think metaverse as a whole sounds good in dreamland. All metaverses is a dream. You guys want to be in a dream, go freaking take a nap, blah, blah, blah. What we really need is adoption of metaverse into augmented reality. And I think augmented reality is the future, where you have the metaverse components within the reality components. But I'm a big fan of singularity. I do believe, I want to have biological components as well as engineered components within a biological medium, having the ability to continue on. But anyway, from all this, but I'm quite crazy when it comes to that,
Could you imagine buying a UFC ticket in the metaverse and being cage side, literally watching a live event?
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know why it's not there yet.
Wait, what do you mean? I can just turn on the TV and it's the same BS.
I know, but you don't get that like surround sound of being in the stands.
And, come over to my basement or my buddy's basement, bro. I'll show you.
Show me the real UFC experience. That's not like mine.
The real UFC experience. You can't talk about it once you come over.
You have I have to learn a certain handshake. Okay.
Hey, what's the password? But sir, we have made it to the final point. Nice. We got metaverse with AI integration will be insane. Absolutely, bro. Yep. Imagine all that. We have made it to the end. Is there any parting words from you, Keith, aka Blockchain Buzz?
No, honestly, just do your own research with anyone you see on YouTube. Just crypto, I think, is here for the long haul. And I think it's just something that is going to explode and literally change people's lives if you get out at the right time and if you have your price point. So don't be afraid of it. Invest if you need to, and it can change your life. Really, that's all I can say.
I completely agree. I second that. But on top of that, I do remind everyone, go subscribe to Blockchain Buzz. It helps us grow. People, the YouTube algorithm is anti-crypto. Come help us grow. The only way to do that is to find crypto enthusiasts like yourself. Go hit that subscribe. Come over to the Crypto Future. Hit the subscribe there as well. It helps both of us out and keeps that community tight-knit and keeps us well-educated and informed as we go throughout our future. So, guys, that is it. We are done. I will see you again Monday. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. And, till then.
Don't get wrapped. Yeah. Don't get wrapped. Yeah. Don't get wrapped. Yeah. Don't get wrapped. Yeah. Get informed.